Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Jet motherfucking Dent, president. Jet motherfucking Dent, president. Jet motherfucking Dent, president. Jet motherfucking Dent, president.
Hello Poppets, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about something called exposure bucks. I don't know if any of you know what I mean by that term, but my guess is that if you are an artist of any kind, you do know what I am talking about. There is a real problem with people thinking that they should not have to pay artists what they really deserve for the amount of work that they do. There's even a Twitter account dedicated to this where they post screenshots of discussions that have gone on between people trying to get work from artists done and not wanting to pay them what the artist is asking. I will list it down below because it is mind-blowing to see the things that people say to artists who are simply trying to make money doing a skill and providing a service. I used to do photography a lot, okay? For about 3 years, I was really heavy into photography. And I will even list my photography website below so you can go look at it. It has a really pretty slideshow. You can watch it on mobile, but it works best on the computer so you can hear the song and everything. I taught myself. I was self-taught. With that being said, I took many classes online, and I also took classes through the New York Institute of Photography. I got many jobs doing photography. One year, I think my biggest year, I made $10,000 doing photography. And that was a lot to me because I was a registered nurse who was just doing this on the side. I did a lot of portraits. I did a lot of headshots. I did a lot of graduation pictures. I did many weddings, parties, birthday parties, and I kind of got burnt out on it. And it just got very tiring. Doing what I like to do creatively as a job can sometimes suck the joy out of it. As much as I love doing YouTube, and I would do YouTube whether I had a big audience or not, I gotta say that there are times where I get stressed out about this, like right now, because I think this is number like 10 or 11 video that I'm filming this week. And the reason that I have to do it that way is because I have a full-time nursing job, and I just got back from Mexico, but I'm getting ready to go to Seattle, which is wonderful, and I'm very happy and I'm privileged to be able to do all of that. But because I do all of that, I have to film my YouTube videos and get them edited and uploaded so then I can just publish them on the days that they are due. And when I say due, I mean that in over 2 years I have not missed an upload. It is very important to me to try really hard not to do that, because one thing that YouTube viewers appreciate and look for is consistency. It's hard coming up with ideas, and then like you never know what's gonna be a good idea, what's not. Something that I think is gonna be really good, people don't like it. Something like that video I did about Jamaica, people got so mad. I knew that people wouldn't all like my opinion, but I didn't realize people would get so angry over it. But you know, you live and learn. What I found about photography was that not only did doing it as a job make me lose the passion for it, but also people just don't want to pay you what it is that you deserve for the long hours of work that you do as a photographer. People think that photography only means while you're there taking the pictures. Taking the pictures really is the easy part. It's going home and spending hours combing through every picture you took and picking the best one that you can see and editing it. Like every photo needs editing, basically, even if it's just to brighten it up a little bit or add a little bit of contrast, or you never know. I mean, I can do such tricks as if I take a picture of two people and one person has a really good expression but the other one doesn't, but then in the next picture it's the other way. I can even do that trick where you take their head out of one photo and put it in another photo and no one can tell the difference. There's many things I have photoshopped out of pictures that we couldn't help were in the picture, but they didn't want it there. No, I don't have to edit all my photos. They'd be fine if I didn't, but people expect perfection. That's another thing that really killed me about weddings. And then people not listening and just mayhem once the wedding was over and you're trying to get these group photos. It's a lot. So people don't realize everything that you do when you're a photographer. People just don't understand that, and they don't want to pay you for it. For example, one of the first weddings I did, the girl wanted an album, and I'm like, of course, I'll help you get an album. I will work on that for you, and you can look at it and see if you like it. And she was like, well, how much is it gonna cost me? And I was like, I won't know that until I see how many hours it takes me to put it together. And I'm not gonna scam anybody. It takes time to do this. And she's like, well, I have a 20% coupon from Shutterfly, so can't you just use this and charge me whatever that it costs? And I was like, no, I can't do that. Like, that doesn't include the hours that I've worked on this. And she just got mad and then didn't want an album. And I was like, okay then, I don't know what to tell you. I know people who paint, I paint, I know people who draw, and nobody wants to pay them really what they deserve for what they have done. And one thing I hear all the time, let me get back to the title of this video, exposure bucks. You get a lot of YouTubers or social media people that want you to do graphics for them. They want you to do some editing things for them that they need, or you want to do this or that. But then it's like, oh, well, I'll just mention you in a shout out. Well, a shout out is not going to pay me for the amount of time that I spent doing this task for you. I've had companies do that where they're like, can you come and do photos? You know, we'll mention that you're the one that did it. I see YouTubers wanting royalty-free music from people, because if you put a song on YouTube, a lot of times you can get demonetized because of the copyright. I've seen actual like huge YouTubers put out messages where they're like, hey, is anybody in a band who would like to give me some of their music? I'll use it in my YouTube video and I'll make sure I shout you out. That's exposure bucks. Exposure bucks do not pay people for the time and energy that they spent on the product that they're giving you. That's the same as me, I need new carpet. That would be like me calling the carpeting and flooring guy and being like, hey, I need new carpet in my bedroom, but if you put the carpet down for me, I'll shout you out in a YouTube video. I have 33,000 subscribers. No, that wouldn't work. So why does it work with people who have a talent that you don't have? So you obviously can't do this thing for yourself or by yourself, so you're asking for a service, but then you don't want to pay for it. So just keep in mind that the people who do those tasks, I'm even talking about hairdressers, people that do the things that people tend to look down on, like, oh, well, that's just because they're talented at that, or that's just because they have that skill, but they shouldn't be charging that much money. We charge a certain amount for a reason. I know myself that when I started doing photography, I really looked into and studied, like, how much should I charge for this? How much should I charge for that? I didn't just come up with it off the top of my head. So if you have ever offered anybody exposure bucks, please stop doing that. We cannot spend those, we cannot spend exposure bucks. It's really a slap in the face because you want what it is that I can do, but you don't want to pay me. So that's just my thoughts on artists, art, and how you should look at it when you are approaching someone like that to do a service for you. Hope this made sense. Leave me some stories in the comments below if you are an artist of any kind and you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, guys, that was my video for the day. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. Please make sure you click the little bell icon down below so it will tell you every time I do a new video. I do videos on this channel on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I also have a vlog channel that I do vlogs Monday through Friday, so I will list that down below. And I hope you will come back and see me next time. Go out, be strong, tell your truth, don't take shit from anybody, and most of all, be kind. I'll see you here next time. Bye! And they start dancing, and they are like getting down, dancing. But they were like laughing about it like it was funny and everything, and I was completely shit-faced.